So it's happened again. Another mass murder in a British city. And of course, what do people like Sadiq Khan, the Labour, now I want you to think about this, the Labour Mayor of London, what did he say when there was those heinous terrorist attacks in 2017? He said that terrorism is just part and parcel of living in a big city. Well, it wouldn't be if the people that carry out the terrorist attacks weren't in that big city, would it? And who am I talking about? I want you to think about that young girl, that young child who was attacked and murdered on the streets of Nottingham in the early hours of Tuesday morning. Promising career, great athlete, beautiful young girl. I'm sure her parents were so proud of her going up to university, making something of herself. And a boyfriend, I'm guessing it's a boyfriend or the guy that she was with. Intelligent. Their whole lives in front of them snuffed out because a lunatic was allowed to roam the streets. A man who probably shouldn't have even been here. If they say he was a migrant, they say he was a migrant from West Africa. Was he here legally or illegally? How did he get to the country? Was he one of these people that came across on the boats? We just don't know. But there's blood on a lot of people's hands, not just on that animal's hands that did this. The British government. Rishi Sunak, with his propaganda about how he's going to turn the boats back, and he's done nothing. They're still coming. And what he's done, in effect, is given a de facto amnesty to thousands of migrants that came here illegally. And we've got one of the laxest systems in the whole of Europe in terms of vetting migrants, and that's why they come to this country. Because once they get here, they know that they're not going to get sent back anywhere. And who's to blame for this? I want to put this squarely at the door of government, of the civil service, people in the Home Office who are not doing the jobs properly. But more than that, the left-wing media, the left-wing press, the left-wing judiciary, and worse than all of that, those people who will very soon be in power, those people that come to our demonstrations, when we demonstrate about things like grooming, when we demonstrate about terrorism, you have the left wing, the Labour Party, and their minions coming and standing against us and protesting against us and demonising us. And those scumbags are going to be in power. And anybody who is standing up and trying to protect the illegal trafficking of migrants into this country, you have blood on your hands. With your little chance, refugees are welcome here. Of course, refugees are welcome. Nobody disputes that. But you're not talking about refugees. You want open borders. You want everybody in. And the result is what happened in Nottingham on the early hours of Tuesday morning. Mass murder by a man who should not have been in this country. So what do? Well, my suggestion is that we reinvigorate our movement. We get the veterans together. We do a demonstration under the banner of the veterans, because people still have a modicum of respect for veterans in this country. Not everybody does, but most people respect men who are willing to lay down their lives for the country. So I believe that we should do a veterans demonstration in Nottingham to stand up against these people, to stand up against the far left who are facilitating this, to stand up against the non-Conservative Party who's facilitating this, to stand up against government, against the media, and make the voices of the real British people heard once again in this country. There's too much blood been spilt by people coming to this country that shouldn't have been here, or people living in this country that hate this country, and it needs to stop. And the only way we're going to stop it is by mass mobilisation. We had 70,000 people on the streets of London in 2017. Let's get thousands of people on the streets of Nottingham. Let's have a demo. Let's stand there and let's put this right once and for all. I'm wound up, guys. I'm wound up, I'm sorry. But this has got to stop. And the only people who are going to stop it is us. See you all soon. See you in Nottingham.